Oh, good.
But yeah. Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
All right. Okay, yeah. It is doing the auto switching. That's good. Yeah, the messed up part about this is that I'm streaming the YouTube. To YouTube my text looks fine, but then because I'm just capturing the okay. Nope. Don't do that one. Okay. It's just that when I stream to YouTube, when I stream to Twitch, I'm streaming what the Hangout looks like. And the Hangouts, it's backwards.
That's weird. Yeah,
So,
I don't know. It's
yeah.
been weird for the last few weeks. Like, your third has been backwards for me, too, so I didn't know what was going on.
Okay. Yeah. It's backwards for me when I'm looking at it right here. But then I'm looking at the actual YouTube video, and it's right. So, yeah.
XSplit is stupid. Come on, OBS, hurry up and update with virtual output.
Yes.
Because XSplit just bogs my computer down. And that's running 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh.
And a 4.3 gigahertz processor. So, like, there's no reason I should be lagging at all when I'm running anything.
Yeah, just existing XSplit takes up resources.
It's insane. I don't like it. Whereas OBS, I can run that in the Mac, like friggin' 1440 recording and barely break a sweat.
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to do a engine server where I can just push everything to that and then just play the game on my computer and record on there.
Yeah,
but
wouldn't be hard. It would just require having the two rigs for it.
Yeah, it's building the other computer. One of the streamers I follow built a 12 core.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just a bunch of parts that he bought and put together. I mean, it wasn't anything like super fancy. It's running in Ubuntu because yeah, and he's off putting the coding onto his video card.
Okay.
So and then he's streaming to the server at like 50,000 bits.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's really easy to do that with a capture card.
Yeah.
Because you can stream through the capture card.
Yeah, I mean that's how some people mostly do it, but the hard part, well, not the hard part, but the tedious part is trying to figure out all the audio stuff.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can get like the game audio out, but then you still got to worry about music audio. Yeah, because the capture card that I have has like a half a second delay on it.
Yeah, it's the same one I got. I think we were talking about that when I got it.
Was CJ going to join us, or
he said he was? Yeah, he said he's okay.
Yeah,
he might just need a little bit more time to chill.
Wait, why did my camera go black?
You broke it.
Oh, there it is. It switched scenes on me.
Stupid XSplit. I think when I'm done recording, I'm going to try my Diablo 3 again.
Oh, you got the invite, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was been having some insane stability issues.
But still the beta on it, right?
Yeah, it's a closed beta, so it's super early in the process.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Hi. And so it's just us, YouTubes. I don't know, how stupid do I look? I'm curious. Where, oh, where? I can just go into my subscriptions, can't I? Hey, look, it's me. Hey, me. This is weird. All right, I probably get off of there. But there's no one else here, so I'll by myself. To drink or not to drink? That is question. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll disappear and wash a cup or something. um,
Hello.
Oh, hey, CJ. I was just about to message you saying if you wanted. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube.
Cool. I will make us live on Twitch here in a moment as soon as my camera starts up.
Okay. All right. You're taking care of that part, right? Okay.
Yeah. I got a restream up. We'll put us on Twitch and Diamond Club.
Oh, okay.
This is the greatest service I've ever discovered. I'm gonna get my standing, so I gotta get my mic up. There we go. There we are. What's this episode?
18.
Sorry. Okay. There we go.
Ooh.
Alright. Didn't really go so loud.
Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see. I've got the waveform. Delbert.
Hi.
Okay. I just need to make sure it's picking you up.
Okay. So much stuff in the way. Yes. Squeaky, squeaky. All right, turn the shaky. Keep it. Delicious.
So what, this service takes the YouTube stream or it takes another stream?
It takes what I throw at it and sends it to a custom RTMP server, which then broadcasts out to whatever I have connected to it.
Hmm.
So the wild.
Yeah, I was talking with Dilbert about making a local one for myself.
There wouldn't be anything wrong with that. And we are live on Twitch at Diamond Club. Hello, friends.
Hi again, Twitch.
Hello.
It's almost as though we were just here.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Events.
Oh.
Copied.
I have bean sprouts in my teeth.
That's what she said.
I mean, if she's Asian, she probably does have bean sprouts in her teeth.
Racist? Jesus.
Teeth or tea?
Teeth.
Oh.
Between my teeth. I had Chinese food for dinner. And there were some bean sprouts in it.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty. Wait, what? Did not see this earlier. That makes me so happy. PlayStation Plus gets Tales of the Borderlands this month.
All of it?
Yeah. It looks, yeah.
Yep.
Yes. I've been wanting to play it. I got all of Walking Dead Season 2 on Xbox this month, I think.
Oh. 1 second.
So yeah, I've been wanting to play Tales from the Borderlands, so I'm very happy for that.
It's really good. I got it on a PC.
I saw a couple clips from it. It looks really good.
Give me a second. I have to sit down. My mic stands no longer. I want to be in standing position.
Standing. Standing is too much work. Also, my computer is super low.
There we go.
So, hooray.
There we are. That's
Xbox is getting something good this month, too, I think. I forget what they're getting.
They're getting some kind of game, which is better than what they usually get.
Yeah.
Because LOL Xbox.
You'd be surprised. Oh, okay, they're giving us the Star Wars Lego.
Oh, it's fun. That's adorable.
So we're getting Star Wars Complete Saga Lego and Force Unleashed 2.
Well, it's fun. All right, I need to adjust that size. It's way too big.
Yeah. PlayStation Plus wins it this month.
There we go. I'm gonna put that right there. Good enough.
Tales of the Borderlands and Abzu. I've heard good things about Abzu too.
Don't you just love out of nowhere tech support questions?
Yep. Get them all the freaking time.
That's my entire life. Not really. My life is getting yelled at by people.
Yeah,
I mean,
mine is both of those things.
The randomness of it is okay. I understand things go down at random moments, but right as soon as I start doing something for myself, either streaming, turning something on, I've actually been where like I sit down, I barely turn the power button on, my phone blows up.
And silent.
Yeah.
Do not disturb gaming.
So I open up this so I can have my soundboard so I can play things. And Rachel walked off without giving me a 3DS. Be right back. Okay. Never mind.
Just kidding.
Playing like during the show?
No, I didn't write down my full party that I have right now.
Oh.
You're on your F button, Raul.
You're on your F button. You're on your F button.
Somebody is. Says it's you.
Oh shit.
Effing?
Never mind. Never mind.
Who's effing? What?
No, never mind. Never mind.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
I think y'all are lying to me.
Nope. We wouldn't lie
Just
to
paying
you,
attention.
CJ.
You did not pass.
Open up the doc. Lies made to CJ. Wow. Oh,
A
wow.
lot.
That's things we don't tell CJ.
All right, and I'm gonna put that there. So I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well then,
always good.
let us then. We should update the title of the doc before I go putting things into it that shouldn't be there and saying things.
Oh.
All right. So
This part the veil of reality. Okay, sorry. Wrong show.
Wrong show.
Wrong show.
All right. So in 3, 2.
You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Welcome to Gamer Geeks, where we take a look at the latest events in video, card, and tabletop games.
Yes, indeed, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your geeks. This is the Gamer Geek show. I'm going through my scenes wrong.
I thought you were going to say ears. I was going to take my ear and throw it at you.
No, I don't want your gross ear. That's where germs that kills people, Coral. This is episode number 18. It's recorded April 30th, 2017. I'm, of course, your host, CJ. Joining me, as always, are Raul and Delbert. Hello, gentlemen.
What's up, guys?
Howdy.
Oh, boy, it's been a week.
Oh, yeah. Right before we started the show, you said go, or you said you were doing your pause, and I just hear...
Don't judge me.
No, this is a no judgment area.
Judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Mostly.
Man, so how's everybody been? It's been a couple of weeks since we actually done an actual show proper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a little while.
it's been a crazy week for me. Being half sick, being backed up with work. It's insane. Having to touch every single computer on 2 campuses.
Touchy.
Nice.
Washing my hands
Poke.
constantly.
And you wonder why you're sick.
I have to wash my hands like every 20 minutes.
Just borrow a hazmat suit. It's cool.
Right?
Yeah. They had to
Ding.
put their phone on mute.
Fries are done.
Don't actually get text, so I was surprised to hear anything.
No, text I get okay. When someone calls me, I know something's gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like if someone calls me and it's after like 9, somebody better be dead.
Yeah. It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But at this point, it's like, especially since I have such a public thing, and most of the people that would ever call me are on my Facebook anyway. It's like you call me at any time after you see me post something that I am online. Something better be up.
Yeah, like phone calls for me, like anywhere between like say 9 or 10 and like 6 in the morning. So, something major has to be happening if I get a phone call during those hours.
Absolutely. But this is not our time to rant. This is a time where we talk about video games. And before we talk about said video games, we're going to take a quick break from our sponsors. Stay tuned. Man, my head hurts so bad. All right. 3, 2. And we're back. Thank you so much. If you want an ad-free experience, hang out with us live Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern over at geek-io.net/live or twitch.tv/geekio show. Just follow us there and you'll get all of our online endeavors. It's all of our shows are there. And also we do game streams like the one Delbert and I did yesterday for like 2.5 hours with Mario Kart Deluxe.
Which was awesome.
It was
so good.
more on that when we get to the reviews. But this is not time for the reviews. This is...
On to the news!
Yes, indeed, is the news segment. Starting off with a sad, somber note. Pour one out for your homies. Pour one- To the 4 people that were able to buy one, congratulations. Nintendo is discontinuing the NES Classic Edition. Sales surpassed $2 million, but that's pretty much it. Whoa. That's stupid auto. I'm so glad I don't browse the internet on my streaming computer, or else that would have been a very loud ad.
Oh man, there's a Super Nintendo classic console coming out.
Most definitely. That one, however, I'm a huge fan of the SNES. So that one, I will make sure that I am either that is either reserved, or I'm gonna get a way to pick that one up. Like the NES, cool, whatever. I wanted it, but that was when I was super young, and most of those games don't really hold up anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I did get the chance to play one at a friend of mine's house who got one, and they do not hold up. However, SNES games I still play quite a bit on an actual SNES that I have hooked up in my bedroom, and those games still hold up. So I am
Super
so
Metroid will always hold.
So right off the bat, you're gonna have Super Metroid,
Super Mario World, which is arguably one of the best games of all time.
Super Mario World, and you're probably gonna get All Stars.
Probably All Stars. You're gonna get Donkey Kong Country, most likely.
Mm-hmm. You could get 1, 2, and 3, right?
You could. I doubt they will, though. You might get 1 and 2 because those were your sellers.
Yeah. I'm very iffy about. Well, you might get Final Fantasy on it.
I doubt it. Nintendo and Square are not the best of fans of each other anymore. Best-selling games for the Super Nintendo. I just looked up here.
Castlevania? One of the early Castlevanias?
Can they? Would they be able to put if they put Super Mario and the 7 stars on it?
They might. I don't know though, because again, I mean, there's a reason why like Gino hasn't shown up in Super Smash Brothers.
Gino, Mallow,
yeah,
Booster, Johnny.
Oh, how did we forget the freaking Link to the Past, you guys?
Oh, yes, Link to the Past. That's definitely going to be on there.
The best-selling games of the Super Mario World, because that was packed in: Super Mario All-Stars, Donkey Kong Country, Super Mario Kart, Donkey Kong Country 2, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Donkey Kong Country 3, Final Fantasy 6, Killer Instinct, Star Fox, F-Zero. OG Star Fox, OG and F-Zero. Oh man! All right, yeah, I need this.
a good translation of FF6.
Again, I seriously doubt they are not. They're still not working well together. They don't like playing each other.
I know, but like one of my favorite games on the Super is Chrono Trigger.
I mean, admittedly, they could be proving me wrong since Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2 are coming to the Switch. But that's later and also packaged together. So I don't know if that's more of a carrot and stick kind of thing, or them trying to repair a bridge that got broke.
What was the other game on there? Yes, a lot of RPGs from the Super are Square.
Yeah,
or Enix.
Mega Man X. Oh my God, we need Mega Man X.
Who was the company? Capcom.
That's Capcom, which they're fine with. The only issue is they are going to, because these games are much larger than Nintendo games by approximately double. So you're either going to have a much bigger internal or a higher price point.
I don't know, because you're
not going to get a Super Nintendo emulator. You're not going to get Super Nintendo for $60. That's not going to happen.
Depends on what's in it.
Yeah.
But like hardware wise, yeah, you can get the hardware for it for like $20 and a talk.
Yeah.
The hardware is not the problem. It's the licensing of the software that's the problem.
Yes.
And even then, though, Nintendo might just surprise everybody, be like, it's the same price as the Nintendo Classic.
Yeah, and again, this is all
within 20 minutes.
So it's not. Yeah, exactly. Like that is one of those ones where once the rumor mill starts really hyping up about this, we have to start watching the Nintendo treehouses, and like I'm going to be hovering over the F5 button on freaking GameStop site.
Yeah.
So things to remember from the Nintendo: longer cable.
Yes, or wireless.
Yeah. Make more than 1 million of them.
Yeah. Well, they made two.
Nintendo's always been bad at judging the demand, though, so don't expect a lot.
With how hard it is still in big areas to get a Switch.
Yeah,
Switch.
Well,
Nintendo Classic, Amiibos.
They don't want to overproduce and just be sitting on a warehouse of stuff, but it's like.
But that's just it. Like at this point, Nintendo has a track record of everything selling out, so just start overproducing.
Yeah,
or they're gonna sell.
Exactly. Or faster production cycles. I understand sending out a small first shipment. I get that. That's good business. That is testing the waters. Now, if your fans are ravaging to that and buy it up within 30 seconds, get a second shipment going immediately, because all you're doing is inflating the back end on eBay and such like that, where you are getting no money from that.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Classics go for like $200 on eBay.
Oh, even more now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like you could be selling those for $60 and you get that revenue, as opposed to,
Fluffy Big Fat Pants
22 who sells it for $400. And, if you're desperate enough to buy one for your kid or anything like that, then you're going to pay it because you can't get it anywhere else. And you want to do things legally.
Oh, excuse me.
that followed up with my second point, and do things legally.
Or just buy like a Wii or a Wii U and buy it through there. But
yeah, admittedly, yeah, a bunch of these games were already, and this is the problem that like Jazz and I had with this. It was already on our virtual consoles. We purchased a lot of these already through the Wii and Wii U. Why don't we have a virtual console on Switch it? Sorry.
soon,
Man,
trademark.
Blizzard. I every time I say soon, I have to give a nickel to Blizzard here.
Yeah, we so yeah, it's weird, and obviously, yeah, they're planning something, and this close to E3, they're definitely planning something for the E3 treehouse that they're going to do.
Yeah, hence the light news weeks that the E3 drought.
Yeah, we're at this point, we're at kind of a downside because we are less than 2 months away, like a month and a half away from E3. We ain't going to get nothing between now and then. It's kind of the reason why I started a thing that I'm going to talk about in reviews, because I realize that as a news journalist person, man, we're in for a long haul here, guys. And speaking for a long haul, I mean, people playing like 15-year-old games.
Yes. Oh man, this news article. One of the Smash player gods, apparently, he drops out of a tournament because his controller isn't malfunctioning right.
Yeah.
I read that story. I thought it was funny.
It is very funny.
Let's see. I can pronounce this. Armandia UGS won't be participating in Super Smash Brothers singles. I believe this is in Dallas.
DreamHack's Austin.
Austin, yes. So yeah, pretty much there's a feature with the 64 controller, the speed at which the joystick is it GameCube? I thought they were still playing on the okay, on the GameCube. The joystick doesn't reset as quickly.
Nobody plays the Nintendo 64 one because that one was bad. Everybody remembers it as something better than it was. No, you guys, that one was bad. The GameCube one is the real
nostalgia goggles.
Yeah, those are definitely filtered nostalgia goggles. But I just played one at Polycon. Ooh, boy, it is not good, you guys.
So yeah, this is. I guess you find the controller that works for you, but I mean.
No, all right. There's a bug in certain GameCube controllers that allows them to perform off some of the moves that won't work correctly if you don't have that correct malfunction on the controller. And everybody's like, well, he could have just bought more. Kind of hard to find, especially when you have a bunch of people gathered in one place that want to buy those controllers. So,
yeah, I mean, the GameCube, I mean, it was a great system. But yeah, I mean, really? I mean, you can't. You just blame it on the controller. I mean, I understand that there's a technical feature of it.
Well,
it's not blaming it on the controller.
Yeah, there are things that you fit because it's not a perfect game.
Yeah.
But by time the Super Smash Bros. 3 came out for the Wii, and also not a lot of people wanted to play competitively on the Wii. They were already set in their ways. So the GameCube was pretty much the way of things until the Wii U one came out. And so Brawl is kind of in there with Melee, but there's certain things that you physically cannot do in this without that malfunction in that controller.
So it's basically like having a preferred mouse.
Yeah.
Once you get used to using that mouse and the DPI and all the settings you have on it, switching to a
it's not
different
even
mouse.
A preferred thing. There's
no,
things
I know, but there's
you can't do the backdash on a normal controller. You physically cannot do the backdash.
But again, that's basically what it comes down to. Once you get used to doing certain things and that becomes your strategy, using something else is not ever going to work.
Yeah.
Because that would require repurposing everything.
And it goes on to say that he would have to purchase roughly about 50 controllers to maybe find the one. Yeah, so let's say 50 controllers. Going price for GameCube controllers now are what? $20 maybe?
Still, yeah, I think it's like $15-20.
So that would be what? 500
a lot of money for a champ.
For $1,000 for a possibility of finding one.
Well, there's some people that spend that kind of money on other things.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, you know, the game itself is. They really do need to get to doing melee because it's not. It's just it with things like this happening, and this is the biggest one because he is one of the most well-known players of Smash. But this is not the first time that I've seen a story like this. The fact that there's incorrect code, so they can either hack a GameCube, which they don't want to do because Nintendo has their eyes on them, or you know, do something shady, which Nintendo will shut them down real quick.
Because you have, if I remember, you have Super Smash Brothers.
Yep.
On the 64, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Correct.
Brawl is on the Wii, and then
Was
Super Smash Bros. 4 on the
yeah, it's just Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U.
For the Wii U, which what are the chances they're not going to bring that to the Switch? Would they?
Oh no, they are definitely no, dude. There's zero chance they won't bring that to the Switch. That is a console seller. That is.
Would it just be a straight port, or would it be another sequel?
No,
to
I would
it?
say that they're probably going to do an additional one. Like, this is not one they tend to hide themselves on. I mean,
Super Mega Turbo Deluxe.
yeah, I doubt they're going to do that.
The Switch version.
But then again, I said the same thing about Mario Kart. I said that there was no way they would re-release Mario Kart 8, and well, there we go.
Yeah, the one for the Switch would probably have all the DLC included.
Probably.
Because that's what they did for the whatchamacallit, for the Mario Kart.
Yeah. Except for the Mercedes-Benz one that I discovered as a thing that I didn't know was a thing.
Do you have to unlock it through,
Coins.
I don't know, playing the game?
Yeah, you have to, but it's there. You don't have to pay for it, or yeah. But even on the Mario Kart 8, it would just go and download it.
What is this witchcraft that you actually have to play the game to unlock stuff?
I don't like it.
All right. Speaking of the Switch, Nintendo has official numbers. Worldwide, the Switch has sold 2.7 million consoles.
That's a lot of consoles, you guys.
Their best-selling console ever.
Coming to nobody's
Doesn't
surprise.
surprise me.
No, yeah.
Let's see. In Japan, it sold 600,000 between March 3rd and March 31st. In the Americans, during the same period, 1.1 million consoles.
Yeah, I do want to. I like in here that pretty much it's 1-for-1 with Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, but I think it actually sold more. Oh no! More Breath of the Wild Switch games were sold than actual Switches. So it's either one of two things.
Going and buying their kids. Hey, you wanted that new Zelda thing, right? And buy them the Switch version because that's the one that the nice people at the GameStop told me was the new one. So I bought you this. And yeah, all they has is at best a Wii U.
Yeah, no. But another reason is that people bought the collector's edition and the normal edition to play, or they're just sitting on a Breath of the Wild game waiting for a Switch to become available.
Yeah, it's true. Which, yeah, was like when a couple of the pre-release people that came in afterwards, like when I was coming out, I was like, yeah, we're just here to buy Legend of Zelda because we're going to get the Switch. It's a matter of time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which I still have to. I mean, I finished the game, but I still have to go in and finish all the side quests. I've got maybe.
I'm not doing that until hard mode comes out.
I've got about like 40 more shrines to finish.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm grinding on Persona far too much.
But yeah, I'm going to finish that, and then when hard mode comes out, I'll start a new game.
Hopefully they give us the opportunity to just start a new game as opposed to needing to delete ours or create a new profile. Like,
patch that in.
Start just a new game. That's all you need to do. Just new game.
Okay. They need to patch that in, and they need to patch in a time. A play clock.
Oh yeah. I don't think I want that.
Well, no. If you look at your friends on your friends list, you can see how long they've played in game. I looked at yours. Do you want to know what your time was?
No. Sure, hit me with it.
1:15.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's not bad.
Oh my god.
Something like a week.
Hey Rachel, apparently we've been playing Breath of the Wild for 115 hours. Yeah.
Well, mine was like 80.
Rachel's like, that's all.
Yeah, that's not that much when you all things considered. My Persona 4 Golden playthrough got up to 250.
Yeah, I'm at almost 100 on Persona. On Persona 5.
So it's not really surprising.
Yeah, I'll probably do more in the
100
next
plus
one
hours.
because then I'll actually be paying attention to the storylines as opposed to just optioning through them.
Truth.
All right, we got actually some pretty big news this week from Nintendo outside of just giving us announcements and death knells. This is a Nintendo heavy show, you guys.
Yeah, Nintendo's been announcing a lot of stuff this week. So on what was it? It was Thursday. Nintendo announced the new 2DS XL. It has a hinge. So it's basically a 3DS XL without 3D.
Which is fine.
It's got, yeah, it's exciting. It's got the C stick, the amiibo support, all the Z buttons, and all the games that were exclusive to the new 3DS XL is available on the new 2DS.
And
Which I'm wondering, why didn't they just release this instead of the block?
Because some people like the 3D. But more and more games coming out for it don't have the 3D enabled because they're trying to graphically push the game, so they can't fit the 3D on there. So
Yeah.
this is Nintendo giving more life to their portable system, not saying, hey, we're just abandoning this for the Switch.
Even though
Yeah.
the Switch is going forward probably going to be their handheld system.
I don't know. This still fits a different role, especially now that you have a hinged one. Like, this fits a different role. I'm not playing my Switch on the bus. I'm playing my 3DS on the bus.
But once they figure out the battery life issue with the Switch, and
Yeah,
increase-
it's too much of a computer right now. Like, so
Yeah.
it's...
And I do have to say the two models that they've shown of the 2DS XL look really good.
Yeah, they look really, really good.
Like the black and blue one looks gorgeous. So it's basically a black 3DS with blue piping and like blue buttons and everything in the face, and it looks amazing. I'm a big fan of the other one. It's a white and gold. So it's a white case with gold piping. I swear to God, you could just throw like a BB-8 sticker on there, and it would be BB-8.
Oh, yeah.
There's actually another one, the special edition one,
There is a special edition one as well. It's
the
gorgeous.
liquid metal ghoul from Dragon Quest.
Yes.
And it comes and that one comes bundled with Dragon Quest 11. BT dubs.
Ooh. Oh, talk about Dragon Quest. I still need to. Oh my God, that's another game onto the pile. Dragon Quest 8. I really enjoyed Dragon Quest 8. First time I beat it, it was over a summer when I was in Indiana. Only thing we had was over-the-air TV and a PlayStation 2 and a GameCube.
Nice. But yeah, the 2DS XL will be out July 28th for $150.
That's a great price point for that.
It
Oh
really
my God,
is.
that's such a good price point.
And assuming it makes it to America, which it hasn't said anything about it, the special edition metallic one that Raul just mentioned is going to come out on July 29th in Japan for $201. But as I mentioned, that also includes Dragon Quest 11. So you're not paying too much more for the limited edition special one
Yeah.
and getting a free game with it, which is awesome.
Wow,
Good.
we're a little bit less than 2 months away from E3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about a month
It's
and a half.
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, a month and a half. It's usually first second week of June.
Yeah.
And then moving away from Nintendo and on to what's probably going to be taking up the other half of the show is Persona and Atlas. On April 18th, Atlas registered a number of new domains. Among them are p5d.jp, p5r.jp, p5ag.jp, and what was the other one? p5u.jp, which is probably going to be a Persona 5 like fighting game, which is going to be the P4 version. Some dancing, like Dancing All Night was. A After Golden, so it's going to be like the P5 answer to Persona
Yeah,
Golden.
Diamond is the one that they're saying that a lot of people are saying P5D, P5 Diamond.
And this was all popped up on a NeoGAF page. However, there's a link at the bottom of that particular post that gives me a Twitter link that gives a list of more domains. And on that list is p3d.jp, Persona Dance, Persona 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah.
So they're preparing.
F6 and 7 though. Those are never coming out.
Oh yeah. This one actually got me. I saw this one and I was immediately intrigued. PQ2.
Yes.
So
Persona Q is a really good game, you guys, for the 3DS. It is incredibly good.
I saw that one and was like, okay, I am interested. And then TOS Goblin Buster, which sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Then again, it might just be somebody at Atlas being like
Trolley?
trigger happy. No, trigger happy on buying domains, because they also registered rpg.jp. So
I mean, Atlas is putting out a lot of RPGs that nobody else is. So I mean, sure.
yeah, I mean, but it's
So
still interesting that they would buy.
Don't they publish the RPG Maker?
You know, I didn't think about that one, but
Yeah,
possibly.
they do. They do, because RPG Maker IF is coming out for 3DS. So,
But it's still interesting that it's straight up RPG instead of RPG.
yeah, I'm surprised that nobody else got that one. Yeah.
Seriously. So yeah, I saw those. That sounds very interesting.
I'm just wondering how RPG Maker's going to work on the 3DS.
It's, from what I've seen from the press junkets that Atlas has done, it's basically just, it's kind of drag and drop stuff akin to Mario Maker.
Sounds about right.
I wonder if you would be able, well, no, because it'd be different hardware than PC. If you could upload it to, say, the PC version, like in a cloud storage,
Probably could.
and
It's
then
built in
work
the same
on it.
hardware.
Yeah.
I mean, like basic, like Doom type level design,
Yeah.
where you just plug and grab and plug. So pretty interesting. And then moving on a little bit from that to more Atlas, Persona 5 streaming restrictions. We mentioned those in the last major video about how Atlas was forcing people to stop recording before 7.7 in game. They decided to loosen those restrictions.
Yes.
In a press release, in a press release the other day, they mentioned, we recognize that our fans are the reason why the game is the major worldwide success it is, and we want them to be able to enjoy the game without fear of being spoiled. However, we also heard your issue with the guidelines and have decided to revise them. We're now asking players to refrain from streaming or posting video past the end of the in-game date of 11/19, which is when the main story gears up for the final act. They also wanted to apologize for those who saw the previous guidelines as threatening. So it was very, very threatening sounding.
Well, because you flat out threatened people. Like, there's no seeing it as threatening. You threatened people.
Yeah, basically it was literally, if you decide to stream past this date, you do so at risk of being issued a content ID claim, which
for YouTube content creators are terrifying.
Is a threat.
Yes.
It's a major threat. So pleased that Atlas took such a hardline stance on it. Realized how they screwed up.
But I mean, if you're online, you should know that if you go to this stream that says, "Oh, well, I'm playing Persona 4 or Persona 5," you got to be prepared for spoilers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Twitch at your own.
We're also part of the generation of people that see a spoiler link somewhere and click on it and then immediately start complaining about spoilers.
Yeah, we have one of those in the Geek.io network. I'm not going to mention any names, but he's going to message me in management chat after he hears me say that.
So it happens. Just because it says a spoiler doesn't mean it's going to be something you want spoiled. So, but yeah, I'm definitely glad that Atlas decided to tone it down a little bit. I understand that Persona 5 is super story driven, and any of those spoilers are going to be incredible, and it's going to ruin the game for some people. But
yeah,
chill, Atlas. We're going to love you regardless.
yeah. Let people. I mean, let people be spoiled if they're going to be spoiled, especially and it really it's up to the streamer at that point, being like, hey, if you're not going to put it in your title, which is real easy to change, like you just put it in your title, be like, hey, Persona 5 storyline. Then
spoilers galore,
yes,
or something.
And then just put in their spoilers, obviously. Then it's then it's in the hands of the person, the people coming into it. Now, if the streamer doesn't do that, then come down on that particular streamer when somebody inevitably reports them.
I think what it came down to mostly is that Persona 5 is a very story-driven game.
Yeah.
And I think Atlas believed that if people were able to watch the entire game, they would never buy it, which is not the case at all.
Yeah, I mean, some people wouldn't. I can somewhat see that, but yeah.
But like the people who would be buying Persona 5, by and large, are going to be people who have been a Persona fan for a while.
Exactly, and they're going
to buy it regardless. And they just wanted to see if it was worth picking up now or waiting 6 months to pick up and pre-owned.
Yeah.
It's worth picking up now.
Yes. All right. So shall we move into the Blizzard corner? Whoosh, I don't have a stinger for this one.
All right. So, Overwatch. Has anyone knows Overwatch game?
Some little indie title. And it's like some.
I've heard of it. How is it?
Yeah. Apparently 30 million players are on Overwatch.
That's a whole lot of salt, you guys.
Yes.
There's a lot of people pitching that Bastion is OP.
And a lot of bad Genjis.
Yeah. Half of them are people bitching that Bastion is OP, and the other half is pro Genjis.
Yeah, this game has had steady growth since last year, since its launch. Hell, even before its launch, it's had steady growth.
Yeah.
Because it had like almost like a year-long alpha beta test on it.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, the 1 year is coming up, and not many games can say that they're still relevant after 1 year.
It's almost as though Blizzard has done the intelligent thing and constantly kept the game fresh and putting new information into it, and also have a good community team. That's the problem that you don't have. That's the problem you have with like Hearthstone, where the community team is not as great as it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no saying that this is active players or not, or this is just copy sold.
Yeah, which still copies sold at 30 million.
Yeah, that's an intense number.
My favorite one of this one is 30 million players and not one on the goddamn payload.
Oh yeah. Oh, I saw a video the other day where both teams are fighting. I think there's a Genji sneaks up behind him and pushes the payload by himself, and no one notices him. Yeah, no one notices him pushing the payload, and he pushes it all the way to Watch Point Gibraltar, to where the rocket launches off.
Man, it's
like from like halfway on that last point.
Yeah,
by himself. It was just incredible.
It's crazy.
Going into another game that they I guess they relaunched. Here's the Storm 2.0.
That's not a relaunch. I thought essentially they kind of soft expansion packed it.
Yeah, there is a lot of stuff in here. Okay,
a lot about Heroes of the Storm 2.
You have mega bundles when just logging in. Players that log in between May 22nd. Until May 22nd, get 20 free heroes. Which it's like they break it into mega packs, and you get 100 gems to buy one of these packs, and once you buy that pack, the other 3 disappear. But they have like your Assassin's pack, your tank pack, your support pack, and your flex pack.
I might actually install it just to log that in particular.
You have your Nexus challenges, which every week will be a different quest, which will pretty much just be complete 5 games with friends versus AI, quick match, unranked, or ranked. The first week's rewards, you would get Oni Genji skin, the portrait, and spray. Heroes would be the hover cycle, Oni Genji banner, portrait, and spray. Next week
Today I
will
learned
be
that Heroes of the Storm has sprays as well.
yeah. Next week, Overwatch rewards will be Officer Diva skin and the police hover cycle mount.
People got lit up on the internet about the Officer Diva skin, man. Like, people are lit about that.
Week 3 will be Officer Diva portrait and spray in Overwatch. Heroes reward will be the Overwatch Nexus mount or Nexagon mount. Officer Diva banner, portrait, and spray. I don't know. How do you spray in Heroes?
I don't know. Like I said, today I learned Heroes of the Storm has spray functions.
Yeah, and then here
I have literally never installed it.
On May 16th, the week of the 16th, Heroes rewards will be 10 loot chests.
So May 16th, doing Heroes of the Storm stream?
Well, no, here. Well, yeah. Well, no.
Yeah.
Here, yes.
Do it.
Heroes of the Storm. But in Overwatch, your rewards will be 10 loot boxes.
That's what I'm saying. Week of the 16th, the Heroes of the Storm stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to just play 5. We can knock out 5.
The 21st, yeah. So just as in May 21st, we will be doing a Heroes of the Storm stream. So if you are interested in hanging out and playing with us, we'll invite fans live.
Let's do it.
Email the show, geekioshow@gmail.com. Put Gamer Geeks in the subject line.
Some of us might have already gotten the 5 by then, but yeah.
Yeah, well. That's not the point, Raul. Considering I have one friend that plays it, and it's you.
Felix also plays it. Actually, he plays it quite a bit.
I don't have Felix on my BattleNet list.
Oh, that's not it. But there's more.
But wait.
Oh, wait, there's more.
When you log in to the new Heroes 2.0, if you complete at least one Heroes match, you get 5 loot chests. Every 10 players levels that you achieved, 1 epic loot chest, 55 maximum. Every 100 player levels, you get 1 veteran loot chest, which the loot chests include everything from skins, sprays, voice lines, heroes.
Basically, whatever you don't have.
And you have a new battleground, which is Hanamura.
Yes. So then you can bring people learn on the point in a different game.
Yeah, which has protect cores, escort payloads, empower payloads, and then you also have a new hero, Genji.
Pro Genji.
Genji's in another game.
Yes. I have not had a chance to play Genji yet.
Genji's everywhere.
But yeah,
It's gonna be funny.
they are really trying hard to piggyback Heroes of the Storm to Overwatch.
Yeah, like they have hooked that horse, man, and they are not letting up.
I feel like they're trying to hook Heroes of the Storm to something.
Yeah, I mean,
and Overwatch is the best pony right now.
Yeah, that is the most popular pony, and when World of Warcraft maybe it'll do it with their next build. They did the same thing with WoW with Legion. Like, hey, look at all these WoW things you'll get by playing Heroes of the Storm. They use that as their marketing tool, I guess.
I guess right now because Overwatch is their biggest at the moment.
They did it with Hearthstone when it launched with Hearthstone. Like they
Blizzard does that with a lot of stuff though.
Yeah, they have a lot of communication between their games.
I mean, going back to Diablo 3 launch, if you did the 1-year subscription for WoW, guaranteed
you got Diablo 3.
Diablo 3.
Yeah.
I got Diablo
awesome.
3.
Exactly, same. And then I paid for Reapers because it was worth it at that point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just
But,
for the
yeah.
Crusader and the adventure mode.
Yeah, Blizzard does that. So I'm not surprised to see them tying it to their most popular game so far.
Kind of surprised they haven't done it since. Like they haven't done a yearly subscription yet.
People hated that. There was so much backlash. People do not like contracts.
People only did it because of Diablo 3.
Yeah,
I
and they
guarantee
haven't
you.
had a huge title launch like that. Diablo 3 was a massive thing that people have been wanting for like 10 years. They're not going to have something else to do that, really, unless they launch
Maybe
Warcraft 4.
Warcraft 4, maybe something along the lines where if you subscribe for 3-4 months of WoW, you get the Necromancer for free.
Possibly, but people in general do not like contracts at all.
No, yeah.
And there was a lot of feedback online about that.
I'm just wondering what would they do with Warcraft 4? Would they just put it like Lynch King
They take the
battle?
last expansion of the of WoW and be like, hey, this takes place X amount of years after that.
They've also had a habit of retconning everything by going back in time.
Yeah.
So,
Go back. Let's go
More
mess up
words.
War of the Ancients a second time.
Second? This is like the fourth time they revisited War of the Ancients.
Well, to be fair, the few times we delivered it before, we were saving it from being messed
I
with.
feel like if I were to go back and reread the War of the Ancients book that came out, that none of it would actually be canon anymore.
Okay, because you had the original one, then you had
Yeah.
the one where they traveled back in time. Broxio,
Gotta go back in
what's his
time.
name? The Dragon Mage, and Rowan. Something
Yeah.
like that.
Ronan, yeah.
Sure.
Ronan.
Sounds about right.
They go back in time, and then we go back in time in Well of Eternity to get the Dragon Soul from Deathwing.
Yeah.
And then we go back in time again. Well, no, we actually just view it when the life of Illidan,
Yeah.
which is so great.
I'm loading up heroes for the first time in forever.
And that's why your video quality just tanked. All right, yeah, that's
Different computer. I shouldn't do anything with that one. I'm not on that computer.
oh, yeah. I mean, just a
Clearly
lot of
broken.
changes. You can actually buy heroes with gems now. Oh, something interesting I saw when you pick up a loot box, when you open it, if you don't like what's in it, you actually can pay gold to reroll.
Huh.
This is kind of cool.
Which if they
Yeah,
had
it's
that
kinda
feature in Overwatch, but they don't have a currency besides the gold you get from duplicate items.
Yeah.
If they had some way to farm gold to actually like effectively
Too
like
easy.
Oh, geez. There's so much new.
yeah.
I have no idea what's going on here. I'm just getting stuff thrown at me. I'm just kind of entering through it. I'm sure I'm going to get... I got a veteran portrait, apparently. Yay.
All right, so that's about it for the news, CJ.
All right, so then let us... Oh, I got a Legion gift. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to get back with reviews. Stay tuned. No idea what's going on here. Thanks, I guess. I want to open up loot things so I can say what I'm getting. All right, so there we go. All right, there we go. All right, and going back in 3, 2, and welcome back. All right, it is time for this one. This one. That was loud. Sorry. There we go. It is time for us to do some science with our reviews. First, science, I'm going to open up some loot chests for you guys and let you know what I'm getting in Heroes of the Storm right now. All right, first box, open. Loot chest 1. Blue. I don't know what any of these mean. I don't have anything like a hair on Hearthstone where if I hover over it, I get a thing. I got a cute Asmodeon custom spray. I got... This is not destined voice line from Protoss guy. Tattoo Leoric custom spray. And Gall Pack 1 common emoji. Sure. They have emojis in there now.
Like I said, I haven't been in there in a while, so.
Asmodon pack emojis. Hey, there's something. I didn't get anything rare on that chest. All right, this one's common. 20 shards. Cool. This one's a rare, and it is a rare skin. Jasper Frost Lord Rexar. And, ooh, I unlocked Vala.
Oh,
I already had her.
Nailed it. It's like 3-0.
If you have any gold, you can actually re-roll the chest.
I got 20 shards out of it. Overwatch banner. This one doesn't have any rares in it either. No. Common voice line. Never cross the Queen of Blades, and more shards. All right. I don't have any gold.
Oh.
I have 20 gold, and it's like 200 to reroll. Common. Intriguing voice line. Demon Hunter spray. A rare. I got Shandu Illidan. What?
Nice.
Quit breaking my cannon. And oh my god, I just got another Vala. I already had Vala. No, I have 3 Valas, and this is a bunch of commons. I got awesome voice line. I got Abathor Pack 2 emojis. I got Sergeant Hammer emojis. And I got
the emojis.
Yeah, I got a bunch of emojis, you guys, and now I have like a bunch of shards. Can I buy them with shards? I buy them with shards. I have shards? I have enough shards. I have 100 shards. I'm going to buy a chest with my shards. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but I'm going to do it. All right, purchase. And, ooh, it's an epic. Goblin emojis. Nature isn't kind. Voice line. I got Arcanist Jaina skin. And an epic is, I got the turquoise Cloud Serpent epic mount. 50.
Fancy.
I get to do because I bought something, I get to buy a free hero as a gift. I'm going to pick Jaina since I got a skin for her. All right, I now have Jaina. Good job. Me.
Nice.
And how do I do the epic thingy? I want to buy the things. The mega pack. How do I do that?
Buy
It is
all the things.
There it is. Awesome mega assassin mega bundle, fire or flex mega bundle, a support and specialist mega bundle, or tank and bruisers mega bundle. Tank and bruisers. Who do I get on that one? Leoric, Artorias,
Artanis.
Artorias, Zarya, Ragnaros, Sonya, Thrall, Diablo, Arthas, Chen, Anubarak, Rexar, Delunka, Varian, Cosmodon, Zul, Ulrich. You can tell I don't play StarCraft. Illidan, Samuro, Moradin, and Stitches. I got another thing for... Oh, that's where... Oops, I was supposed to spend my 100 gold on that one.
Oh, the 100 gems?
Yeah, oops.
Oh.
Guess what I'm not getting?
And this has been CJ's first foray into Heroes of the Storm.
You're not entirely wrong. The lowest one I could buy is 500 gems for $4.99, and I'm not going to do that. I don't play this.
All right.
All right, so now I'm all tabbing out of that one because I completely screwed the mega bundle. Good job, me.
Fail.
Oh boy. All right, so I'm gonna not talk about 2 of the games because literally all 3 of us are gonna be talking about 2 of the games, so we're gonna talk about those last. Each of us has a separate thing that we're gonna talk about. Mine is gonna be Fate Extella, with some weird sub-Japanese title thing that I don't remember what it is, but it's Fate Extella, the newest branch of the Fate Stay Night series. I got a review copy of it on the PlayStation Vita, and it basically, you start off the game with if you ever watched Fate Stay Night, it's an anime. It's on Unlimited Blade Works, which is one of the branches of it. Don't ask. It's on Netflix. It's a really good series, incredibly good, but it's basically a story about heroic spirits that are taken throughout time, and they fight to the death for a master, and it's usually historical figures. In this case, if you ever wondered what Saber, King Arthur, Lady King Arthur from what Fate's Stay Night would look like if she was flirty and wearing not a lot of clothes, you get that in Lady Nero Augustus. Yes, the final Caesar of Rome, who is quite often naked because Japan.
Do we need an explanation for that?
The main antagonist is nearly naked female Genghis Khan because Japan.
And Genghis Khan.
And Genghis Khan. And also a big part of it is Archimedes, not nearly naked nor female. It's a pretty compelling storyline of like what happens after the Holy Grail War ended. It's a Muso game. It's a Dynasty Warriors game. But it's not Omega Force making it. So, what would happen if, and what has happened when, let's say, a Final Fantasy game gets taken out of Square Enix's hands and put into a different company's hands? That happened with, like, Mystic Quest and things like that. Arguably, some of the worst games ever made. This is kind of that. You're taking a company who you're going for a genre that a company has made its own. Omega Force is the Muso Games company, bar none. You are not doing them, and they're not affiliated with this whatsoever. So it is at best a B+ Muso game. At worst, because I'm playing on the Vita and I can only review the system that I'm given, frame drops are so bad. It is ridiculous how slow this game goes when there's literally hundreds of people on the screen and you're still doing flashy moves. And especially Fire Saber, she does a lot of fire-based flashy moves. And yeah, it's not good. It gets real bad real fast. And it gets even worse when you switch over to Emiya, the archer. And Nameless, the archer. Sorry, spoilers. And then because he does a whole lot of like flashy arrow stuff, and oh man, it gets so draggy. Like the cutscenes, which you can't skip. Every time you activate their Noble Phantasm ability, slows down. It takes forever because it renders everybody in your current area, which could number up to 500 depending on the area that you are in.
Oh,
To be entirely fair to them, Dynasty Warriors 8 next on the Vita also had a lot of frame drops. So the Dynasty series is
the
terrible.
hardware. It is the hardware issue where you're trying to do exactly what you do on like the PlayStation 4, but the Vita doesn't have that kind of horsepower to it. So they didn't try and lower anything down too much. They just kind of tried to make everything go as much, and the Vitas. And plus, because of this, the battery drain on the Vita is so bad. Like you can barely beat a level of this without your battery yelling at you that it's dying. And I realized I put a wrong number in there. But I mean, like I said, the storyline's pretty good. The music is great in this. And you actually kind of feel for the protagonist because he's not just a nameless person behind sexy Nero Augustus.
Because who wouldn't want to be behind sexy Nero Augustus?
Yeah. It's also for you Dynasty Warriors friends. This is like a heartfelt love to them, but without having them involved with it. You hear a yell that if you you instantly recognize when you're a Dynasty Warriors player. And this guy jumps from the sky with his giant plumed hair and his massive muscles, and you see Berserker class Lu Bu level 93.
They actually have Lu Bu. That's amazing.
And you run the hell away.
Every time.
Yeah, because he's nigh invincible. Like you can sit and fight him, but again, enemies keep spawning because if you don't kill the servant in the area, they don't stop spawning. So they just keep coming, and he's still just there, just beating the ever living crap out of you. And so it's just like, yeah, it is a love letter to them. However, the love letter comes in those really crappy chalk hearts that you get for $1, or you get 3 for $1 at the Dollar Tree.
Truth.
So I'm going to give Fate Extella on the PlayStation Vita, because I don't have any reference to it on the PlayStation 4. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5 because sometimes it is nigh unplayable. And if I can't play it, I can't really review it. I actually did finally get through it and beat the story mode. And then it's like, hey, you only get a portion of the story mode unless you play it again twice. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do this. I got to the finish line of sexy Nero Augustus, and I'm like, all right, yep, I think I'm good. So second thing I'm going to talk about that other people haven't done is going to be a common thread over the next few weeks until I die horribly, which, yeah, we'll get into that here in just a second, is my Pokemon Pocket Master Sun Nuzlocke Challenge. For those who don't know what a Nuzlocke Challenge is, it is an incredibly hard way of playing Pokemon. Everything is kind of like random. You get you fight and try and capture the first thing that you get on any route. If you don't, that route is dead. And when a Pokemon dies, it is dead. There are some exclusions to that, and I have kind of started playing with those. So, our protagonist, Locke, awoken from his nap because of a stupid Meowth. And he's just tired trying to unpack his stuff, you guys. Leave him alone. Stupid freaking Kanto Meowth waking me up. And due to the gods, I got Rue Pop, the male Poplio, as my starter. Oh yeah, also you nickname all of your Pokemon because you have to become attached to them. And you kind of do. So some of the highlights that I've had I've actually been playing this for a couple of weeks now. And since we didn't do a real show last week, I didn't talk about this, but I've caught May, the Picky Peck, Lala, named after the best waifu of Persona 5, Muck, Miss Claus, the Delibird, because she's a strong black bird who don't need no man, Diamond Dallas, Paige, the stupid freaking Carbink that almost killed me, Fluffin, the Cottony. I named him Fluffer, not realizing that Nintendo had nickname restrictions, and I forgot completely that Fluffer was a thing in porn.
Nice.
So I'm like, why can't I name it Fluffer? It looks like a little fluffer nutter. I want to name it Fluffer. Why? Oh, that's why I can't name it Fluffer.
I didn't know they had naming restrictions in.
Not even I. I'm just like, oh. Also, that's the reason why you can't call your Slowbro like Dickface or something. I have Dwayne the Rug and Rolla Johnson. Twilight Sparkless the Mudbray. Spike the Igglybuff. Shockbee the Grubbin. Terra the Cubone. Sad Sack the Wishy-Washy. Carmen the Young Goose. Jean Grey the Talonflame. Soggy Burb the Wingull. Freeburb the Rufflet. Tank Burb the what the hell's his name? Skarmory. Shiva the Pancham. David the Oricorio, Psychic Oricorio. Saitama the Crab Roller. Boo Earns the Ghastly. Sakura the Pangoro. Iggy the Phantom. Lava Fart the Torkoal because F that guy.
Agreed.
Kiaria the Klefki and Happy the Snowrunt. I was able to get Rupop into a Brionne. May got into a Toucanon. Shock Bees into the Charger Bug. Beep, beep. Soggy Burb's a Pelipper. Boo Earns is now a Haunter. I traded Iggy and Boo Earns to evolve them into their Trevenant and Gengar form. Lala, best waifu, became a muck. Jean Grey as a Talonflame. Hayubasa, my Star Ryu, became a Starmie. Because I realized I didn't have any Psychic on my team. And I'm like, hey, I want to, after a tragic betrayal that I'm going to talk about here in a couple of moments, I'm like, I don't have a Water on my team either. So deaths, which is everybody's favorite part of a Nuzlocke, hearing how people die. So those who haven't played Sun and Moon, they introduced a 4-way battle called a Battle Royale. And your introduction to it, you take the first person in your party and go with it. How your rival / the actual protagonist of this game picks the weaker of your selection. So I got Pop Leo. He took Lit Leo, which evolves into Torcat. It's a fire type. So Fluffin, mighty battle royale champion. There's a Geodude over there that I can kill pretty easily. Until I remember the Geodude, Alolan Geodude is lightning as well.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Alolan Geodude is rock and electric.
Oh.
There is a Rockruff, which is just a rock puppy, and something else, and there's a Torcat, and I'm like, oh boy, I can't shift out Pokemon, and I have a grass and fairy type in there. So Battle Royale's going. Rockruff bites it because I got Giga Drain off, and then I realized that's a bad idea, and the Torcat, how stupid freaking Torcat turned on me and roasted my Fluffer. Don't worry, I get revenge later. But yeah, I lost that battle royale, and Fluffin bit it in that one, and yep. Terra the Cubone died to a fucking Yungoos who I forgot used Bide.
Oh.
And because I was looking away, I'm just hammering A because I'm like, it's a freaking Yungoos. There's no way I'm gonna lose this. So he used Bide while I wasn't looking. So I'm just like, all right, yeah, Boomerang, and then unleashed its Bide, and it had like 2 hit points left, and I'm like, oh no, Sarah, no.
Final Fantasy.
Macho the Machoke that you get during the storyline. Well, if you talk to a person, he died to a rogue peck. So I had an original Talonflame that I caught, wild Talonflame that I caught, named it Jean, as opposed to Jean Grey, which showed up later, which started off as the devolved one, the Firebird first one. So it died to a Trumbeak. Okay, now I was on the grass trial on this. I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. Firebird. There's not going to be any problem to this stupid grass freaking trial. Wait, why did it summon a Trumbeak as its friend? Oh, God, that Trumbeak knows Rock Throw.
Oh.
Which is quad effective on a Firebird.
Oh, fire and flying.
Yep. And it did not end well. I, at that point, just put my 3DS down, closed it for a moment. I'm like, that's why it summoned a Trumbeak. So, Rupop. I got up to Olivia's challenge, the rock challenge. I'm like, yeah, Rupop will be able to wipe the floor with her. Did the first 3 ones, or first 2, because she has 3. First 2, no problem. Get to the last one. I forgot she had a Z move. And water does not resist rock. So rock Z move just crushed Rupop. He died a hero. So I caught a little mantis thingy, named it Zorak. I don't remember what it's called. It didn't last very long. But I'm going through Aether Island, and you fight an Ultra Beast there. I didn't realize that Ultra Beast was poison. So it died. It was the first death to an Elder God of Pokemon. Rest in peace. So I completed all of Trial Island 1, no issue, including the infamous Smeargle, who didn't even touch May. The Totem Wishy-Washy bit it real easy. Even though the Alomalora can suck it with its stupid healing powers. The Totem Salazzle was no issue whatsoever. Although I almost lost Rupop on that one because of a rogue crit. I beat the Vikavolt trial pretty easily. Beep, beep. And we're going to talk about the Mimikyu trial. So
Mimikyu.
one of the exceptions that you can get in a fact that, hey, I'm using this on the podcast. Basically, if you wipe, you get one do-over, and that's it in the entire game. I wiped to the Mimikyu fight because I realized I didn't have anything to deal with the fairy side of things. Ghost's on my team, and Ghost is weak to itself. So I wiped the Mimikyu and came back and brought Tank Burb, and Tank Burb just ran over it. So I had a odd attachment to Rupop the Poplio. He clearly identified as a woman. I never played Sun. I have a complete playthrough of Moon. I was not expecting Trial 1 to be Gumshoes. So I had fighting moves and just kind of rolled all over that one. I was expecting to have some problems with the dark type of the Raticate. So I almost forgot that that Goldeen is flying type, and a wild Goldeen almost took down my Shockbee. It took it down to 1 hit point. Thank you, Pokemon Refresh. So I didn't realize that it was going to be hard to replace a Grass and Fairy type. I didn't realize how many things that covered. So there was a time that you fight with How against Team Skull, the best team of any team, and my Pangoro, one of my Pokemon has an ability that it hits everybody. It was Bulldoze. So it's a ground type, and his stupid freaking Torracat came out, and I'm like, you know what? F you, How, and your Torracat. You kill my flippin'. Prepare to die. So I killed his Torracat in front of his face. F you, How, and your stupid face. I'm going to sell your revives right in front of you because I don't need them. So the first Guzma, the leader of Team Skull. Bug types are scary when you don't have anything to fight against them. Especially Golisopod, the big one that turns out of Wimpod. Man, that's
terrifying.
That thing is really scary. Like I barely got lucky with doing a flying move to him, and he's real fast for a big dude. And again, thank you, Pokemon Refresh, brought me down to 1 hit point. Whoo boy. And so yeah, that is it for the week 1. I'm going into week 2 with Kiaria, the Klefki, level 31, Sakura, the Pangoro, level 36, Jean Grey, the Talonflame, level 28, Hayabasa, the Starmie, level 33, Yiggy, the Trevenant, level 37, and Shockbee, the Charjabug, beep beep, level 36.
Vikavolt.
I can't wait for Vikavolt. I have it with the Eviolite because I'm not going to be evolving it forever, and it is a tank. And I love the fact that it learns acrobatics, and the animation has the Charjabug still in acrobatics, so it's a flying bug bus. It's the best animation ever. But it increases the defense of it by 2 times. Like, so it takes no damage whatsoever against anything.
Dang.
I never thought about using Eviolite until I was watching a Nuzlocke stream. They're like, hey, you ain't evolving that thing for a while, so pop an Eviolite on. No, it was the Ice and Dark type, Sneasel. Like, you're never evolving that into Weavile, so pop an Eviolite on it. You might as well. And yeah, then it became an instant take. Man, I'm gonna use that on Charjabug. So that is the first week of my Nuzlocke challenge. I'm going to bring that up more and more because, like I said, we're not going to have a lot of news. So reviews and what we're playing is going to take up more time than what it normally does. So I'm done with my one and another game that I've been playing on by myself. Raul, what have you been playing by yourself?
Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Puyo Puyo.
Yes.
What is Puyo Puyo Tetris?
It's pretty much okay. Everyone here has played Tetris.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
So you know the different types of Tetris. You've got dual Tetris, all that stuff, right? Well, what this does is lets you play someone against someone that's playing Puyo Puyo, which Puyo Puyo is pretty much, I believe it's Dr. Luigi, where as soon as you make a connection, if it's hanging, if you've got like a hanging like Tetris block, it drops all the way down. But the thing with Puyo is that they're colored. So you can either have each pair can either be the same color or different colors.
Nifty.
So you can have a 2-player match where one player is playing Puyo Puyo, and the other one's playing Tetris. And as you gain combos, getting lines, you start attacking the other player, like giving them either more blocks on top, or if you're a Tetris player, the lines start coming up from the bottom.
That's fun.
Yeah, I was waiting for a puzzle game on the Switch, like a time killer. But the thing with Puyo Puyo Tetris on the Switch is that it's got a legit story in it.
Huh.
With voice acting.
Wow. All right.
Telltale presents Tetris.
Yeah.
It's it's edgy and gritty and still Tetris.
And what's interesting is that when you first turn it on, you're not even at the home screen yet. You can either go straight into Tetris or straight into Puyo or Fusion, which is both. And then in Fusion you have what's called swap. So after every couple of lines, it swaps to Puyo Puyo or Tetris.
Huh.
So yeah, it keeps you okay. Oh wait, I just need to get this down. Nope. Poop. Or
Never mind.
yeah. Then there's another mode that it'll actually change the block from a Puyo Puyo to a Tetris, Tetramino. I believe that's what they call them.
Trolltris.
Yeah, this game is and it's a very cutesy, very Japanese game.
Nifty.
But
But
then
it
like
kind
Puyo
of feels
Puyo
like
better.
some of the characters I should know, but I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's like there's a story, like a game that I missed, or a book or a comic I didn't read. But yeah, it's a really fun game. I give it a 5 out of 5.
Nice.
So I really enjoy it, but I really like puzzle games. Even though I might not be the best at them, there's something for me, I really enjoy playing them.
All that
Nice.
matters.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, forgot to say this. In Puyo Puyo, you gotta make it's a Connect 4 kind of game.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So you connect 4 or more, and you pop them, and then the rest drop down. So yeah, it's an interesting game. I really enjoy it.
Cool. And Delbert, what have you been playing? Aside
So
from what we're gonna talk about together.
yeah, aside what we're going to talk about together. I was checking my email about 4 or 5 days ago, about Tuesday or Wednesday last week. Oh, this fancy little email from Blizzard inviting me to the Necromancer beta for Diablo 3.
Nice.
So I started jumping for joy while I was at work. So I got home and started downloading it, get it all organized and ready to go. And bear in mind, my actual review, my score is based on my experiences, not based on the actual class itself. So I got home and started downloading it. I woke up the next morning. It was mostly done. It was in the essential, like a playable page, optimal, that little green spot on the Blizzard launcher where you can play things and it'll just download the sound files and stuff. So I jump in there and let's see, I forget what the code was, but it was a error code 300,016. It basically was saying you are unable to log in. Basically, I got that for 2 days. Just unable to log in. It would never get past the hero loading list. So it never got past there. 2 days I tried that. So I finally managed to get past that and got into the game for a little bit. And I've only gotten to level 12 so far. So I'm a relatively young necromancer, but it's fun. It's basically Necromancer from Diablo 2 with a lot less micromanaging from what I can tell.
That's not...
Yeah. So the cool thing is the opening spell that you get is not limited by line of sight.
Nice.
So you know how like when you like Demon Hunter and stuff like that, when you're shooting at stuff, if like there's a wall or something in the way, it just hits the wall and dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. The opening ability is called Bone Spikes. You can target that anywhere on the map that you can see.
Nice.
And it's kind of OP. Just because you're able to put it wherever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Top it all off, the first rune for it stuns the enemy for a second. Which is just ridiculous for, a beginning start. So I played a bunch. The first time I played, I got it to level 7. And then I got another error code that I forget what it was, but it basically kicked me out of the game and couldn't load me back into the game. So I haven't tried for a couple days, so I'm hoping all those issues have been fixed. Once I managed to get back into the game the first time after that first kick out, at level 7, I had just killed something and it gave me the Leoric's crown. It was awesome. I was so happy. I was level 7. I got my first legendary. It was great. Load the game back up. It rolled me back 2 levels, so I was level 5 again.
God.
And I lost my crown.
Told me that story. It still makes me wince.
I was so angry. But yeah, eventually one of the levels, I think it's 8 or 9, you get a secondary ability called Skeleton Mages. They last for 6 seconds. You can summon 5 or 6 of them with the essence that they give you, and they do some really good damage. Unfortunately, that was not what I expected. You know what I mean? I was expecting a pet class, not summon a bunch of stuff for a while and have them disappear on us.
Yeah.
11 or 12 is when that actually begins. That was when I got Command Skeleton. It's a passive and active ability, like a lot of abilities in the game. The passive summons another one skeleton every 7 seconds or so. So it literally just gives you skeletons for days. If they die, they just come back a couple seconds later. The active ability commands all your skeletons to target a single enemy, which is nice because when you're fighting a bunch of stuff, the skeletons are just whacking away whatever you want. When you see an elite pack or something, you want them to start attacking. So you can focus fire on your enemies. Some of the abilities I have, they don't seem like they use very well, but I haven't gotten a lot of the perks to them yet, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. Unfortunately, with the instability issues that I was running into, and I wasn't the only one. And I mean, I know it's Blizzard, so I should be expected of that by now. But currently, I am running the Necromancer at what I played was at a 3 out of 5. It's going to be fun. I mean, like I said, I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to go. I'm only level 12 out of 70. So we'll see what happens when I get more stuff. But I did enjoy the actual gameplay that I got.
Well, at least they're having the problems now and not on day 1 release.
Exactly, and that's why I'm giving it a 3 instead of lower. Like, it is a closed beta, so there are going to be issues. This is not an open beta, not a stress test type thing. This is literally just, hey, we finished the class. We're letting you guys play it. We'll balance everything later as we figure out what isn't balanced. So I get it. Blizzard is bad about that. But it is fun. I'm excited to see where this goes. Also, Corpse Explosion is amazing.
Oh my god.
So if you kill, like every enemy you kill drops a corpse, right? So if you get really lucky and you like kill 7 things in front of each other in Corpse Explosion, every single corpse that is dropped in that 11-yard range, they all explode. It's like fireworks, and it's great.
Oh, it just sounds like it's
so
going to be
good.
so OP.
It's so good. Yeah, I have 2 episodes recorded. I'm going to be probably editing them tonight and at least getting one of them posted up soon. So I will have stuff up on it soon. By Blizzard. Yeah, I'll get something up on it soon, but as I said, I'm limited as far as I can go right now with the instability that I've been experiencing. Stay tuned for more, though.
Yeah, that's really cool, though. I'm glad one of us got in there. All right, so now we've had about a month now, right, for Persona 5, and again, not doing any spoilers because one of us is incredibly far behind everybody else. So yeah, let's do Persona 5. Honeymoon time is over. What do we all think?
The cat can shut its filthy mouth.
Dude, it doesn't get any better. Morgana is the worst.
And like, I'm like, what do? I do this, I do that. And like, I finished the first level of the burger challenge.
Yeah. I finished all of them. It was fun.
So much to do. I maxed out my entire social stats, and now I'm going through. I think I'm the furthest. I am at December 2nd. So
okay,
December 3rd.
Yeah, I'm still in August.
Yeah,
July.
Because I'm in that little bit after the second palace, still looking for the third one.
Yeah, I'm way past that. It gets better, and also it doesn't at the same time. The issues that you have at the beginning of the game so far still continue to haunt you towards the end of the game. It does get better. I'm maxing out. So I'm maxing out whoever I can happen to get for my confidants. So those are fun. Some of
it's random when it pops up when you can actually hang out with them, right?
No, they have a set schedule. They will only be available at certain places on certain days.
The rank ups could be random if you're not prepared for them. But.
Yeah, the rank ups you have to have the way you maximize it is find a walkthrough and have the same level of have the same type of persona with you.
Oh,
what I'd recommend is first playthrough, you just run through it and do certain stuff, and then min-max on the second one.
Yeah,
that's the best way to do persona
because
games.
I kind of want to bring my strength up. Not my strength, my guts.
Yeah, go ahead and do all of the social stats, your guts, your knowledge, all of those. Do those.
Focus on social stats.
Yeah, focus on those. It took me through like September to finish those, and I hadn't even done. And like the only people that I maxed out were time locked people, and also people that affected my social stats.
Because, and I'm like still worried. I'm still kind of wary because time doesn't pass unless you're doing something. Like you can wander around and time doesn't pass.
Correct.
And then when you go into mentals, into Mentos, like how much time do you have to grind?
As long
as you want.
You don't. It does. As soon as you exit is when time passes.
Well, yeah, but doesn't the Reaper pop up?
That's only if you're sitting still.
Yeah, you have to actually be standing still. And
So if you're just running around, jumping between levels and killing stuff, you can stay there literally as long as you're able to.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I'll probably grind out there because I think I'm
This
barely
one, yeah.
level 18.
that is what it's
I
there
think.
for.
I think I'm like 18
Yeah,
or 19.
Mhm.
And
Persona
once you
5 Reaper
find,
is a lot more lenient than the rest of them.
You are not wrong.
but once you
and-
find a certain persona in one of the palaces, they pop up there, right?
Basically, no. What
I think
happens is when you beat a dungeon, it opens up that area in Mementos where you can get those personas at.
Okay, because I did defeat one of the regrets, and it gave me a shit ton of experience
Yeah, you want to capture one of
and
them.
money. Yeah, because one of them, I was looking on it, and it's got like a bank of abilities that you can
Yeah,
basically
inherit.
The
Strengthen
treasure
a-
demons are amazing.
You strengthen a persona with it, and then you get a ton of abilities from it.
Yeah. Treasure demons are amazing. And they're personas, BT dubs. So you catch one of them, you can summon them whenever you want.
And the cool thing is with
so
those
good.
the cool thing with those is like you knock them out, you crit them once, and you talk to them. They're like, "All right, cool, I'm joining your team."
Oh,
Yeah. You don't even have to.
What's their
negotiate.
weakness? Or you have to, is it random?
It's it's
It
based on the
depends
dungeon.
on which one. It depends
The
on which one
first
you're looking at,
is-
actually.
Third dungeon is two that are hard to get at that point. It's psychic and nuclear.
Yeah, I did get a persona that had nuclear on it, and it wiped the floor with a couple of them.
Yeah,
I got
that-
lucky. I think I like punched him and I like smacked him and it crit him, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah, because I think like the first or second quest you get from the Velvet Room, they want a persona with that ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
By the
there's
way,
no way.
I finished up the strength persona, strength the confidant today.
Mm.
Nice.
And is there an
The
easier
best way that I
way
can explain-
to level up personas than having them in battle with you? Because they are very weak. They make you very weak.
To be fair, if
strengthening
you're
them.
leveling your personas, you're probably doing it wrong.
Yeah, you're definitely
Honestly,
doing it wrong. You eventually unlock the ability
Once
to
they get
strengthen.
their once they get their final ability, you don't have a need to continue up leveling them up.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason. And then at that point, you fuse them into something better and get something closer to your level.
Well, no, because I
Literally, if
kind
you're
of want to
keeping one
level
persona
up
all the way
the-
through, you're doing it.
Oh, one persona. No. I'm constantly switching personas.
Yeah.
Even Arsene,
but I mean,
your lead one, don't bother with them.
you'll get better instantly.
Mhm.
Just level them up for a while until you get something better, and then start switching. And
Yeah.
use your dead ones to fuse and.
Yeah, eventually you'll
It's
gain
a process.
strength of personas, and at that point you're basically just feeding them to the other ones to try and give abilities to them.
Yeah, because what I've noticed is that each palace, it kind of has a theme, but then you do have
Oh, it
those.
absolutely has a theme.
No, but like,
No, those
on, like what they're
definitely
weak to. Like most of the flyers are weak to bullets.
Yeah. Well, the typically the weakness that is in the dungeon will usually be the person that you get in that dungeon. Spoiler alert.
I noticed that. I noticed that the opening dungeon had a lot of gun weaknesses, but that seems to have evaporated in later dungeons. There's a few of them here
guns
and there,
actually. Even where I'm at in the game is you don't really even pay attention to the guns unless it's a crit. It's a crit item at that point. Basically, if you don't have
Yeah.
anything else to work with to get now I'm almost level 90 because stuff happens later in the game where you can level up really, really fast that I'm not going to spoil. But Dad and Rachel likes to grind because she's a bad woman. You level up really fast, but now I'm like 60 levels higher than some things when I'm trying to go back, like the strength confidant, where I'm like, oh crap, I forgot this in this dungeon. If I even look at it funny, it dies. I pull out the guns and start shooting because then I hit little hits over and over and over and over
Yeah.
again. Each of those has a chance to crit.
I think the gun was included to give a physical attack early on because you're not going to have the full complement of abilities you need.
Oh, and once you get your personas up to their level where they can do their all attacks.
Yeah, that is so nice when you get that.
And I find it kind of funny. I was playing second palace in the security room where you're testing the lights, the lasers, and all that. And the guy walks in, and like I died on him like twice, and then I like, oh wait, I can just do this. Oh, and I defeat him in like a couple of turns.
Yeah, you have to
battles
use
are as hard as you want them to be.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as you get, and obviously, as in any RPG, the later in the game you get, the less and less you die.
Yeah, and do not get sneak attacked by them because it is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
if you're getting sneak attack,
what enemy is it? I can't remember what enemy it is, but it's the one that does the instant kill voodoo doll on you.
Yeah, that guy sucks because you can't really do anything with that. Like RNG may be against you, and you just die.
And then there was one that took control, that confused my entire team.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a difficult time.
Also, despair is annoying. If you find despair, cure it immediately.
Yeah.
I found that out the hard way.
Yeah, despair is the worst because
where can you find the revives? I haven't been able to find a shop that sells them.
Do you, when you talk to the enemies, do you have the ability to make them give you items yet?
Yeah, well, once you capture them, yeah.
Yeah, if you do that, you can either have them give you money or give you items. That is typically how you get your revive items. Is, well, at least where you're at in the game is by making them give them to you.
Okay.
Also, and I don't know, like level 20 or something, Morgana does learn a revive ability.
Sakaram or whatever it is. Raise.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
Morgana is your white mage. Don't forget that. As annoying as he is, he's your white mage. So what are we going to give Persona 5 now that we've had some time on it, you guys? I think mine, given the fact that I am almost 100 hours into this game, is pretty obvious what I'm giving it.
Yeah. I'm still at 5. It's just that I haven't had the... It's just not that I haven't had the time. It's just that it's a real time sink game.
It is. And yeah, you kind of have to be able to sit down with it and work on it.
Because, I mean, I was going to plan this weekend. Because I've been playing it mostly on the weekends. Like, just wake up and play it all day. But...
You can also get some time in, like just get a couple days in, do some stuff, like especially if you're doing a Mementos run, just be like, all right, cool, I'm gonna just run Mementos, and that's what I'm gonna do for like a few hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple hours you can get through a week or so.
And in that in between time, I don't really got. There's nothing I have to do. I mean, study, do Mementos in the evening. Well, no. You have to do it at the beginning of the day,
Get
right?
your social skills. Get your social skills up. Those are the
skills up.
You will be locked out.
Grind later.
Okay, so all the social skills and Mementos can only be done in the morning, right? That's your entire day, right?
Yeah.
Until
after
a
school.
certain thing happens later, which, oh my god, I wish I would have done earlier. Without giving too many spoilers, get the teacher up to 10.
10
Oh. I just got to that point where I find out what the teacher's job is.
She could be romanced.
Level
I'm
up.
I didn't because Makoto is Bae and waifu, and I don't. Nobody else matters than Makoto until next game. Until next gameplay.
Makoto's the class president, right?
Correct. I like intelligent, strong women anyway. I mean, as can be seen by my wife. So Makoto being a strong, independent woman, I'm just like, you are amazing to me.
What about the doctor?
I was gonna.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, she's interesting. I was going to romance her, and then I realized certain things about Makoto's. You can only do certain things with Makoto if you romance her. I'm not gonna say what, but she's the only one of your part. Shit. Disregard. Abort. I said nothing.
Abort. All right, let's go to the next game.
Next game we've all been talking about. It's 5s across the board for Persona. Yeah, so next game we've all been playing, and there was a 2-hour stream of myself, Delbert, Josh, and Carrie playing this on the Geek.io couch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
I actually did get a couple hours in playing with a friend of mine on the same screen. It is great. I didn't even
It
see
really
any lag
is.
on your stream.
No,
Yeah,
there is
there wasn't anything.
none.
Is it running at 30, right? It's locked at 30, right?
Yeah, it's locked at 30.
Which I mean, but the racing maps are beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Even the remastered ones.
I mean, it's just like there's so much going on. The getting to the technical part, the drive assist is amazing.
Smart steering.
Yeah, the drive assist is good. However, turn the goddamn motion controls off.
Oh yeah, I immediately did that.
I didn't know how. It's not made abundantly clear.
Yeah. What we were like an hour and a half in before we figured out what we were
all
doing.
of us were complaining about it, and then I'm like, you know what, Evan, you guys play and try not to die while I figure out how to
Google.
turn this goddamn thing off.
Yeah, you press the plus button or your minus button. It depends how you're playing, and it shows you. Oh, the antennas, the driver assist, the middle one.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, exactly. There's no tutorial telling how that works. And when you open that pause menu on accident, like none of those buttons tell you what that means.
Yeah, it's just a
what's the last one? Because I know once assist. Oh, auto forward.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. Auto forward is fine enough. Especially for like with me who lets my kids play, and sometimes they're just like, yeah, I want to dork around. I'm like, all right, cool. We can't finish the map if you don't finish it.
I did play a little bit of 50 and 100 cc, the Flower Cup.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the first two games, the first two races in those cups, I got hit with a blue shell and then two red shells, like 100 feet away from the
first place sometimes, man.
No, but this was like 100 feet away from the finish line.
There was one I about jumped out of my chair with. I was playing today, and I saw a blue shell. I was in first place. I'm like right up to where I'm literally like 2 feet away from the finish line, and we get blue shelled. And I'm like, no! And then like I get right across it, and I see Toadette come in right behind me. Like,
I did figure something out. Oh, go ahead, Del.
Yeah, I was gonna say I saw a video of someone streaming it earlier, and they were 500-600 feet away from the finish line. They got hit by 5 red shells, the lightning bolt, and a blue shell.
Yeah,
and they still won.
The computer players are kind of asshole in this one.
Yeah, such dicks.
You can counter the blue shell.
Yeah, drop out of first.
No. You can break the blue shell.
Yeah, with the microphone, I noticed that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit! I hit it, and a blue shell's coming, and then it just, what happened to the blue shell? So yeah, if you can, don't be first when you first start out. Grab something good, and then just jet up to first place, I guess.
Yeah, and obviously,
the microphone has very limited uses too.
Yeah,
it's really hard to use properly.
That one I like to. I notice the AI likes to bunch back in like 5th and 6th where everybody's all together. So I got the megaphone once, and I literally just stopped and let the entire pack catch up to me, megaphone, and then go back forward to them. And like the next person was almost 5 seconds after I crossed the finish line. Like everybody else was way behind me. I was laughing at people.
I did notice something with when you're drifting. If you have drive assist,
bad at drifting.
When you have drive assist turned on, you can only get up to 2nd boost, but when you have it off, you can get up to 3.
Yeah,
because I guess because it's actually moving the cart, and it doesn't give you that full boost. Because I got it up to purple, I think.
And I'm not bad at drifting. I was just terrible with the bike.
So bad at drifting.
Once I don't know if you remember, but once I switched away from the cart and learned how to drift,
I'm
all of your butt.
Also, you're bad at drifting because I'm able to drift like a boss on that bike. Like 92.5 hours. I'm gonna give Mario Kart a 4 out of 5 because like the being opted into things always kind of bothers me, and those motion controls are so bad.
Yeah, same for Splatoon. That was the first thing I did. I disabled the.
Yeah,
I
but the
understand like
Splatoon, you wanna
Nintendo
know the
wants
difference
them.
between this and Splatoon? There's an options menu in Splatoon.
True.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I just thought about it, and that's going to be a 4 out of 5 for me too, because not having an options menu in a game in 2017. Come on.
It's bad sometimes. Give us an options menu. That's all we want.
Yeah,
or
we
at
want
least
options.
like words, like when you pause it, at least words to tell you what those buttons mean. With
Exactly.
toggling buttons, what they do.
Yeah, I had
Like,
a
at
blast
least,
with the
like-
game, and I give it a 5 out
Oh,
of
I
5.
did too.
Oh yeah,
I did
it's
too.
Really, really good.
It was a great game.
Yeah. I still got to take it over to my friend's place and see if we can do 4 players on it.
And as you get, 4-player is so good in this.
Because Mario Party brings people together, but it also tears people apart because you've got Mario Kart, Mario Party, and Smash Brothers. Will ruin some friendships at times.
Oh yeah, no.
Mario Party will. Smash, not so much. Mario Kart will, as long as you're blue shelling people.
Yeah.
Blue shells ruin friendships. Smash Bros. There's something about it that it doesn't.
It lets you get out your anger towards your friends.
Yeah, like you don't
make you feel
ruin
like you're
friendships. It makes them stronger.
Yeah. But yeah, Blue shells ruin friendships, and all of Mario Party ruins friendships.
Because it's like
if you invite your friends to play Mario Party, you're not having friends anymore.
Yeah, which when that inevitably comes out for the Switch, guess what we're doing, you guys?
Yes.
well, because it'd be like when you have like a 2v2 and your partner just not doing what he's supposed to.
Yep.
But when it's a 3v1 and the one guy is like super overpowered.
Yes.
Which is the point of those mini games.
Oh, Mario Party.
So yeah, all right, you guys. That is our episode of Gamer Geeks for the week, you guys. Woo! So, a lot of talking about Persona in there.
And Nintendo.
All of Nintendo, yeah.
Nintendo and Atlas and Blizzard.
Yeah. All right, you guys. So if you can, of course, like I said, look forward to our Heroes of the Storm gameplay on once a month. We're trying to do a community-driven game. That'll be on the 21st, May 21st. We're going to be doing Heroes of the Storm. We will add you to our list so you can also get your loot boxes for your Overwatch. Email us, geekioshow@gmail.com. Make sure you put Gamer Geeks and Overwatch, Gamer Geeks Heroes in the subject line. All of our social media is at /GeekIOShow, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. If you want to give us a call and leave us a voicemail, you can do that. 727-489-4335. That is 727-489-GEEK. You support this show and everything on the Geek.io network over at patreon.com/GeekIO. And yeah, we record Sundays, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Geek.io show. Anything else before we head out of here? We had some people in the chat room. Oh, my bad. Mirage Leonardo hanging out with us in chat. I apologize. Switch needs some JRPGs and not just digital ones. We literally had none except for Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Whatchamacallit? I am Sasuna.
Digital. He wants something that he wants something that you can actually touch and lick.
JRPGs. I mean,
we're getting Dragon Quest 11 soonish. Mercedes-Benz is apparently DLC, so you can do that there too. Good.
Probably another Mario Superstars game. Unless they want to keep that on the 3DS.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it does need some good JRPGs because I mean, yeah, there's something good about a long-term thing, portable like that. It is so yeah. So it is missing something. Sorry for not getting back in touch with you, Leonardo. On that note, you guys, we'll see you next week. Good game.
GG.
Deuces.
This has been a Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2017.
Yes, indeed.
Save project as not in the mana pool.
All right.
All right. Show title. Wait,
When she joins the abort.
I'm going to try and edit that one out.
Nintendo presents Persona.
I think we did that one already. Something akin to those.
Something similar, but lies we tell CJ.
Sexy Nero Augustus. Fluffer is a bad word.
Fluffer.
Just Fluffer.
No.
SEO.
We'll just pull in a whole different crowd than we expected.
Super Smash Brothers is bad.
Nintendo will break friends up.
Yeah, Nintendo ruins friendships.
I am Nintendo, destroyer of friendships.
Disarm the blue shell.
Blue shell proliferation.